Isekai. Isekai is a genre of anime which is very popular nowadays. It is very well received by the audience, even bad ones. So with such positivity, there are more and more isekais coming out every season, which is crazy to think about. Now with such saturated genre, the question rises, what is the best isekai? But before we get to it, what even is isekai? Isekai, to put it simply, is a genre where a character gets transported to another world. There are many good isekai animes like No Game No Life, Overlord, Tanya, Eminence in Shadow, and many more. I won't be talking about every single one of them, but shout out to Konosuba for being one of the best comedy animes out there. It has characters with unique personalities who are genuinely fun to watch. If you're ever having a bad day or just feel like laughing, you should check out Konosuba. With that out of the way, let's begin with our first nominee. Rezero is a great time loop story about suffering and pain. No, really, it's a very dark anime. Natsuki Subaru, the protagonist, unlike other AMCs, is very weak. He doesn't have any special powers except for one that lets him revive in a specific time after his death. Now, while that may seem like a very overpowered ability, it really doesn't matter when the MC is too weak. You're just reviving to get killed again, and trust me, that happens a lot. Now you might be thinking, BATAKU, is that the only reason you like the—
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
While time loop is a very interesting concept, it isn't the only thing that's so good about this anime. The story is very deep and complex. I still have hard time understanding many things and aspects of the show. I won't be talking about any spoilers, but the world of ReZero is very vast. There are witches, power struggles, evil organizations, and even racism. There are so many things. To top it off, the characters are very unique and everyone has some story behind them which has developed many layers in the anime. The storytelling and its execution is perfectly done. Also, the voice actors have done an amazing job conveying their emotions. Every episode you either live with surprise or just in awe, which was only possible because of the voice actors. Yusuke Kobayashi single-handedly carried the whole show with his voice acting as Natsuki Subaru. Overall, ReZero is liked by many people and I believe it is one of the greatest isekai ever made. If I have to explain slime in a word, it would be fun. It's fun to see a dude get reincarnated as a super powerful slime who later goes on to build and rule one of the strongest kingdoms in the entire world. He develops his own army, provides educations, employments, modern knowledge, and just basically speedrun civilization. Tensura doesn't have a very deep story, but it's an absolute fan favorite because of its characters, and I guess it's fun to see somebody build a kingdom from scratch. I mean, rimuru turned this into this, and yes, they're the same person. If you ask me what's so good about this show, honestly, I don't know. It has all the tropes like demon lords, holy knights, isekais, dragons, and many more, but it doesn't feel repetitive and just very enjoyable in general. While the story might not be very insane, it's super hyped to see Rimuru's journey as a king and a slime. So while it might not be the strongest one here, it is definitely a very loved anime and one of my favorite isekais of all time. It is very rare to see an anime that doesn't care about what its viewers think about it and it stays true to the source no matter the controversies or allegations. Mushoku Tensei, although many people shit on it, does what needs to be done for his story and it's clearly working. While there are many disgusting things that are done by rudeus in the story and there are many uncomfortable situations in the anime, I believe that all those things were necessary to let us experience what kind of world it really was. It's no longer a world we know with rules and regulations, but a whole different place with whole different traditions and beliefs. Don't get me wrong, rudeus is a very bad person. He's a 40-year-old NEET who got reincarnated and does all these things. Of course he's a bad guy. But this is exactly why Mushoku Tensei works as an isekai. We're seeing a 40-year-old dude with trauma who was shot in his past life try to do something and improve himself and become a better person. This is a story that would not work if it wasn't an isekai, and we as a viewer are just here to witness his journey of self-improvement. Now that's not all there is to this story. It is far more deep and interesting than it seems. It has crazy lores and many turning points that I'm not gonna spoil today. Besides that, the world itself is a very vast place. They have developed different languages for different races, which is insane and just adds so much to the immersion of the story. There are no transportation, so traveling from, let's say, one continent to another takes years, and it's little things like this that makes Mushoku Tensei such an immersive world. The first time I watched it, I couldn't keep myself from clicking the next episode because of how immersed I was. You know the feeling when you put an episode and it just ends so quickly. Yeah, that was my Mushoku Tensei experience. Besides all this, the production quality is top notch. Although season 2 is a bit stepped down, it's not horrible but just slightly bad. So yeah, don't let the weirdness stop you from enjoying Mushoku Tensei. It is truly one of the greatest story ever told in anime, and you might regret not experiencing it. Finally, the conclusion. All three of these animes are good in their own way. rezero for thrillers, tensura for pure enjoyment, and Mushoku Tensei for world building and just great story in general. Any of these animes can be the best based on your taste, but for me, the best isekai of all time is Mushoku Tensei. Yes, it's truly a great anime for all the things I've already said. Whenever I watch it, I feel like I've been isekai'd, and that's a really great feeling for an isekai. I really love the show, I love everything about it, and I believe that it is the greatest isekai of all time. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching till the end of the video. Also, please do tell me about your favorite isekais in the comment below, and make sure to subscribe, I really need it. Bye.